I mean, Nature's able to get even just one and fall back towards CT. That could be pretty big. Also, Supamen closing in with a paranoia that catches 3 players. Nature trying to play off that, but just gets spammed out, even while Khalil's full blinded.
So now that Vi's utility is completely off the table, and Furia have a wide open plant on B.
Evil Geniuses right now working with a couple players on the flank, clearing out all those post-plant spots. Furia's comp does have some tools in the post-plant, but really they want to fight forward. I like this look from them, and the knife that'll come out will spot out Supa.
Key to this round might just be Icy. Still has his dash online, a ghost in hand. 3 players double swinging into Supa already dinked. Icy can't even trade back. That's good. One's heat, but he's going to need a lot more, and it's overwhelming odds. Furia falls back into the site, and that time is ticked. But that's good damage. Now, all the players on site from Furia are dead, and the last 2 cut off, trapped by Icy. If he can get these kills, he can win the round for his team, and Icy! Moment in spawn, with Paranoia ready to go. They're so worried about re-clearing mid.
Supa really looks like he's playing Breach on this map. Nice shot from Havoc with the Guardian there.
But they're still kind of locked into finishing A here. Which means
here it comes.
Ye's the man of the hour. He's pretty much alone on this side, and here comes Furia. Dart will fizzle out. Ye has a smoke to allow his teammates to flood in and join, but Havoc over the top, getting aggressive. Not quite finding his mark, though. As Khalil finally opens things up for Furia. Now they're all here, ready to go, and time is very, very low. This fight has to be won for Havoc, or at least to keep them at bay, and he's done enough. Paranoia ready to go. This is going to be a big brawl in main. Havoc, oh, knife's out. Gets a little awkward, but now Furia ahead with the utility. Havoc's going to take his chance to go around the side. Updraft, dash, into backside.
Oh,
no! The knife's out! And he's gotten 2 for it!
He got team flashed by raafa! And Derrek's not going to let him through.
And the rest of his team is just caught off by this Vi's wall.
Cypher util is all in mid. So Khalil going to have to find his way out of it. And will with that first shot.
Retrieving flash.
Maybe anticipating a second player here, but this is good control from Furia so far.
That was EG's off. That's a very key player to die early. Derrek did not look left.
Oh dear.
Havoc has a timing, and Derrek's mistake is a free kill for him.
Yeah, well now the split's coming in. See, that walk over. They've been doing a good job of defaulting, breaking that. Door in mid.
Shadows.
Supa has a potential to pinch here if he TP's up. It looks like he's going to be too late.
Keep your eyes on Derrek's backside. Put under a lot of pressure. Suppress will come in. Derrek's been spotted. A little bit of spam as well. Now flash over the top of the site. He's going to have to jump on out. And he just barely makes it through.
His teammates are going to be very late here. They've split up on the flank, but Supa's TP'd past the trip.
And no one's going to hear that. So now this 3-pronged approach from Evil Geniuses. They just need one player to successfully find their way in.
They're just going to group up with Derrek. I'm starting to become a problem, though. Furia has some good crossfires, and the flank is spotted.
Blinding.
Supa still needs to get something done, and his paranoia misses. Now a 2v3, and it's desperation for EG. Derrek, the only one who could hope to salvage this round, but he's already low. Time's against him, and it's a double. Supa's going to TP into his own smoke. A flash likely going over the top to aid. Yeah, it's from the Vi's. In goes the flash. Swing is good from Supa. And that's a spike on the ground, and Supa's had enough. He'll escape. Can't get all the way back. He's going to dip in for another go. Through the smoke, he spots ahead, but Havoc's the one to win it instead. Now Furia recover their spike and reset this round.
Yeah, a little bit even, all things considered. Hunter's Furies for both of these teams in the post plant. It's really surprising how empty this B site has been consistently for EG. Furia have not found the opportunity to go for a lurk or anything like this. As a matter of fact, just going to time out this drone in mid, and then maybe scale off the back of it.
EG are re-walking mid. He's here, but not looking the right way. Teet, needed to.
And that's the spike.
Yeah. Khalil nowhere near his ult. Has to recover it himself.
Has a little bit of time to work with here, though. Ye's going to take that first contact angle from far back.
I think he can just grab it and dip away. But running to B will be telegraphed.
He might actually want the fight in mid. It might be his best chance at getting a 1v1 post plant.
Will they give it to him, though? Slow walk up. Ye spots him. I don't think he suspects Nature. No, he was ready, but... And off that knife, they're just going to go, go, go. Paranoia up. Havoc has his kill in heaven, but Icy trades out, dodges out from the Sova ult, and he does it again.
And because of that Vice wall, no one was able to scale through. Hold on, what is he doing? Bro is making noise, jumping in, throwing the cages, really trying to sell this fake while the rest of Furia are completely out of here. They're going all the way to B and no one's home.
He gets away. Could be a good stall tool, but I don't think he's really in a position to use it.
Yeah, he's really just playing for one and out here. Get some info.
Furia might want to contact through. Clear backside here. There go the Thorns. And Furia have one up into heaven.
Yeah, that teleport from Khalil. Hasn't pushed into the smoke just yet with the drone going in. Might look to follow that one in. Fury in a pretty good position. I mean, they're going to drop the null command. Evil geniuses are going to have to take their guns in this with no util.
MW has a dart. Refight available off of that, but the whiff from Khalil. That's tragic from the Omen in heaven. And now things become all the more difficult. 2 men left on site. That's one gone from Icy. He has been so clean to start this game, but he's got to do more. Up above, Icy takes one down, and now it's a 1v1, but the hat's out. Heat's low, and Icy...
First time seeing him on the America stage.
There's that off for Icy.
Lovely.
The IGL's dead. Another Icy ringing out in mid.
That's the thing. There's a lot of different angles that op can come at you from, and it's really hard to flush it off with utility. The drone doesn't reach far enough to actually turn the whole corner, so Icy can swing back into the angle. KO Flash is not really going to reach.
The trouble with an op in mid is that you're going to be forced into these sites that have either the Astra or the Vice anchoring.
Supa would have heard that teleport, even if nature was paranoid. So everyone's ready for him to flip up into heaven. This guy's kind of a shooter, and he has a dart to help him out. Not going to happen. Supa line and wait.
Oh, it's awkward in mid. Derrek
Wow.
gets the better of Heat.
Yeah, EG just got everything there. They kind of waited for Fury to run on into him. Every single fight they took went exactly their way. MW is going to be spotted out as the fake that it truly is. And there's Icy for the kill. That's a way to start.
Icy. He spots another arm.
That's why we don't wear capes.
Shot misses out, but he's got the Blade Storm ready to go. Sees raafa. Blade's not connecting just yet, but this guy's gonna stick around. Won't vacate the site just yet. Fury have used almost all their utility.
20
They're
seconds.
still not past the choke.
Look at raafa. Raafa snuck up. He's waiting for this, though, but he's got to go before the guns go away. raafa just gets shut down. The paranoia comes on through. Fury just had no real chance. Then all of a sudden, trying to scale up off that. Already pushed down on lower. And they're going to snap around the corner again. Icy can't find it, but he does escape. That's big. And he has teammates to support his way out.
Yet again, raafa has gotten past. Has a pinch with the team. That's a paranoia into tower, but Derrek's gonna reply with a Hunter's Fury of his own. Defense is here. Molly coming in, but Supa has to help his IGL out. He's dipping for now. Doesn't matter. Good enough to get that kill on raafa.
Yay backside pulls down the suck, but he doesn't have a gun out. That's gonna hurt him. And with Havoc jumping up on top, Fury are in firm control of this site.
The last 2 players from EG were late to join up with Derrek. Icy's still very worried about something in mid. That's good for Furia. Time will continue to tick, and this flank from Heat becomes all the more potent. And that's Derrek dying. EG, very lethargic in this one. They don't really have any tools but that arc rose to even get back in.
It was just a complete takeover of mid. Because Icy couldn't find really either of those kills, it was a 3-way split into the A site. I don't know what you're supposed to do against that. EG were just out of position because of what went down.
Good counter. Havoc up top. Derrek just has the dart out, but he misses. And Derrek does not. That's an ult into spawn. A full pinch from EG. Oh, I see. You gotta stay on the map there, bud.
And Supa's in spawn. Like, that's just a pretty round. I'm sorry. You talk about, like, EG dives, you know, when they're playing similar comps to this on something like Ascent, that's about as good as it gets. I think it's going to end up being a flank call with at least one of these players.
So, the question for EG, did they flip the map, or are they ready to fight back into spawn once they realize that flank is coming?
They already know. Supa, I think, might be boosted up on top of that box, ready to turn around and fight into main, but instead, as Derrek gets chipped out from up in heaven, it will be that full flip back towards attack side spawn, or defense spawn.
And that's a great start for Icy. The flight into spawn is successful, leaving only 1 defender from Furia. And this flank is coming in quite late.
They've got to, like, attack the site as if they're attackers. Furia coming into it.
And it's basically only 2 left. Trades are already good onto Icy and Nature. A devious spot to drop down and backstab. But that's another kill coming through. No Astro Pull available, but still it's an advantage for EG. It's nature's
Clueless
flank.
dies, then it was sort of unclear how that hit was going to work out for them. Definitely saw a bit of that. I think the nice thing about playing the defensive side for Furia is that it's a little bit more controlled. That last round, they're going for the flank, so maybe it gets a little bit more chaotic. I'd like to see raafa settle things down, hold on what is happening. Now, Supa has this lurk, and it has a go. So Evil Geniuses are managing to salvage, but there's still 2 players out into backside.
Yeah, and raafa has a Phantom now.
And raafa has a flank now.
He'll be heard, though. Supa should turn around and deal with this.
But it's a ghost in his hands. It's not
50
so simple.
armor, though. A dink should do it. No. Supa whiffs. raafa rewarded, but he needs to do more. The critical man in this round, and he claims another. raafa for 3-4 from the
space. Could also make it work with pullbacks. Hold on. Yeah, he is juggling. Look at that. He knows that angle, and by taking those slight, just little jiggles, he gets to see the shoulder first. That is beautiful play from Icy.
No one knows offers like that, man. He walks into a smoke against 2. Maybe a little bit overconfident. raafa, though, could save this one back. But his opportunity has slipped him by.
Khalil is stuck on site as well. This fight up into heaven. Icy's sticking it inside of the smoke, but as that one comes down, he's the one to bring it on through. Nature punishes raafa for not connecting onto that final shot, and it'll be mwzera.
Talk of ops, MW did...
And a paranoia for Khalil to slow down the hit.
raafa's out of range with the null command, so this is all about the anchors. And the dart, it wasn't broken. That's a dab backside, and Icy's about to overwhelm Khalil. No!
Whoa!
Khalil's good for it. 2 kills on his own, but the trades are sublime for EG.
Derrek has just been nasty with it, and raafa never even popped the ultimate. He's just waiting here, seeing if EG are going to overextend. They do, but is it an overextension when Derrek is shooting like that?
LCQ Derrek looking back in this round.
Rise, Derrek, rise up.
MW spotted. Derrek swings in. Now a 1v1 against Yay, and gonna be a bit of a quicker one for Evil Geniuses.
Yay has the off in the Astra's hands. It's a dive in from Icy. Heat playing inside that cage. He needs to shut this down if Furia are gonna hold on to the site. Cage to fall, Heat to find it, quickly traded out by Nature, and the rest of Furia are gonna take their time.
This op is so powerful in a post plant now.
A little bit spooked about a potential flank to come in.
But there isn't a flank coming. And with that paranoia coming in, Ye will turn his attention back to aiding his teammates on the side. No, he's still just worried about this flank. And his teammates are alone. Doesn't matter, because Nature's hitting a shot. Finally, Ye arrives, and he'll pick up a double. No matter the agent, no matter the time. And MW spotted out too. Swings
Knows
into
that a
it.
player was boosted up in books. Now Icy trying to close in on his prey. Fury will have to abandon the site versus the Steel Guard.
Right, he's gonna go forward in the post plant. Jay again stalwart on his angle. But they're ulting to A, it's all a fake?
And Icy is staying up here in heaven.
Oh, Icy's
they have to
gonna
clear
cook.
him, but the drone spots him. Icy just playing with his food now, taking some time, will fall down, but again, we're 10 seconds into the post plant already. There's gonna be an op, there's gonna be an Astro Star, there's gonna be two darts, there's gonna be way too much.
And Supa's walking backside.
There's a Derrek ultimate on the Sova too.
There's just so much stall. Furia have to get on that spike, get that util out this instant. Oh, Doom blind onto Superman. Nature trying to duel a little bit. The ult's coming in from Derrek, and the time! It's already gone so far. Furia need this spike half now, but the pull is coming through. They're denied yet again. Furia just can't get an inch. Derrek's alone, but it should not matter. EG win it on time.
Down an early wall, like we see in Arcade there, to shrink it down to 3 lanes.
Big damage on the raafa. He'll die, too.
Yeah, doesn't matter if it's 3 lanes.
Teros Drone also, I think, an underrated tool, but he don't use anything for that initial
Oh, look at
endeavor.
the flood.
havoc just gets one, and he's stunned. Push back, aftershock. This guy's getting bullied by util. There's the power of Breach Teo. Right in front of you. MW, now in a bit of a tough spot himself. Has a teammate within that smoke, but is soon to be overwhelmed. DG swings in. Khalil is good to find 2. It might not have been enough.
Okay, now these players are low. 82 on Nature, 45 on Supa. Heat is coming in to drop. This is nice if they were maybe players going into main, but Heat's going to be forced more than likely to make some noise on this drop. Knows one player's on site. Don't think he heard the second. Now waiting for someone to peek into him.
Nature has his stun.
Yeah, stun comes in, forces Heat into the corner. Now Heat knows where everyone is. Time is working against him. EG just aren't giving him an inch, and he keeps spamming. He's just revealing his position on the map. Now he's out of bullets.
Launching smoke.
It's good by raafa to fall off site.
Better on Nature to hold the Rolling Thunder. They've got that for the post plant now to stop the flood coming in, and that ruins CT. You can't get out versus that ability.
Derrek never even used missiles. Now that'll stall any attempt at a flood from Furia. This suddenly is a winning position for EG. Rolling Thunder into spawn.
Everything's on Havoc here on the flank. Alarm bot spots him out. 3 players ready to swing off of
stun.
him. And Nature just continues to stall in towards CT. EG are entrenched, but there comes Furia. 2 kills to get it started. Nature still holding his own. But now the rifle's in play. Ye see, he's waiting over in the corner. Ye lets those players get the cross on in, but Icy's just shut.
And Icy's gonna heat up with the rockets. No one's on site here, but havoc! Okay, that's a great reply with a rocket of his own. He'll swing into main and get more! An incredible triple for havoc has put Furia back in this round.
Furia needed these A players to step up, and maybe they just needed an A player to stand up. Havoc absolutely sweet on that one. Now Evil Genius is walking towards this operator. That'll be raafa again. First one falling on back. Oh, okay. Taken down, and actually Derrek, that's 1 orb, that's 2 orbs. Get another kill.
Even a plant.
I mean,
dying's good too.
this could be a sweet round, because Derrek has really been struggling for a kill. Switch their default to play very heavy. Yay, just getting a pick in main. You start cycling these ults together, it can be deadly. Fortunately for Furia, they've guessed correctly on this round, playing no one towards that B site, so that ult, Derrek farmed up, gonna go basically to waste, and now Furia go for a double flank. 2 players on the south side, Heat going solo up north, and it's just Khalil on low HP in spawn. Oh, and they're playing for the res. That's what it is. I think Havoc is safely behind the wall there too. Derrek, though, catches out mwzera, switches around, takes Heat low, but it's not enough to get the kill.
2 players on 1 health. This is still a retake with an operator, but that's a Rolling Thunder back in this round. MW's gonna rip it. Nature stunned up. But is there follow-up? Aftershock.
Dear.
Nature somehow stays alive, dodges out on every bit of utility, and is rewarded for it. 2 kills from Nature. Heat on the spike. Icy will go through and try and deny. He gets 1. And now Khalil on 1 HP against Supa. Needs this headshot now. But Supa won't give it to him. He toys around Dice. He wins this round on time. Kick off from attention from Masters, and Supa eviscerates another player off the rip.
Yeah, got in front of the orb, as a matter of fact. Drops the ultimate in case anyone's on site. You also can't play in that slant corner because you're going to get bombarded by utility. Furia maybe have a chance to spam off the Cypher camera. That's an annoying one, and Heat's taking his timing, but...
It's just 1 by 1. Players walking out, getting killed, and Furia now don't have a concerted effort to make this retake happen.
Yeah, it was a little bit early, too, because the Brimstone ultimate came in just a second after that swing happened. I think Furia made it pretty deep in...
Rolling Thunder through the site, actually towards Sands, as the rocket paths in and deals with Heat. raafa traded out from the pinch in main. And it's a situation we've seen so many times with Furia's anchors dead, a 3v5 retake. This time at least 1 better. Some of these members are going to be coming in from drop.
Havoc needs to snipe a kill from up here so we can get the showstopper and get back into sight to really have a chance, I feel. Fortunately, EG's post plants on this A side have been really locked in. They're not giving free kills over. Some utility to try and flush the players back on site, but it's not going to bump Icy out of here.
Icy goes in. 1 for 1's good enough, because he has his team backing him up with stall utility. Missiles heading towards the spike.
It's endless,
A
Mimi.
flash into main. But the fight's just not there.
Okay,
For
Havoc!
This is his chance. Rocket, it misses. Havoc gets the kills regardless.
End up getting that push. MW also picked up an orb, so a couple of kills on this flank, and that retake could get wild with a Rolling Thunder.
Flank is active. Supa already down. Very good opener from MW, but EG are going to turn and fight. They dodge out on the stun, and they shoo the Furia members away.
Nature's also underpass. It's only Icy on site here, which is a bit wild. And at the same time, MW is regrouping back in spawn, so all of a sudden, Havoc is going to be the very late lurk, and he is turning so many heads his way.
Icy has a rocket. Could satchel around and help his team if players start to make contact through spawn. Raafa's walked into the site. Ye spots him, and Ye doesn't have a gun out in time. Util goes towards Heaven. Icy still double satchels, ready to wrap around and help the team as the flank is dealt with. Icy goes 1-for-1. They're off the spike. And now more Util coming in. Furia have to fight, and they have to win this fight. Heat is critical, and he can't stand. EG ready to go. They hold it for the second piece of contact, and now an aftershock to Khalil, though. That's a very big kill to find onto Icy, and they've disengaged the tripwire.
Khalil been trop fragging this game as well for Furia. Finds that opener.
Spotted 3 players, though. That'll pull rotates over towards A.
Yeah, Furia can start to heat up, and keep your eyes on Heat. He'll be the solo drop lurk coming on in. He'll have some control here to pinch down into sight, make sure no one gets out from CT. These players are looking for it, but he gets flashed. He's dropped down into hell, somehow staying alive between raafa and Heat. Furia have found themselves a pistol.
Flawless. Re-clear.
Oh dear.
Perfect nade.
That is nice. They give up that early control. Now Ye up in Heaven. Guardian playing underneath him. The swarm comes in. Heat fights his way out from down underneath. And Supa's looking the wrong way. Heat takes him down. Fury
was
6. Well, maybe Furia have a breach hold, have a raise. Necessarily have to be here. Be off the drone contact. Stump comes in. Icy won't be satcheling forward, instead just creeping, but the second stun
the rocket
to follow, that is nice. The blind is in, Khalil is down. I mean, EG have just pieced together a perfect round.
Here's the stun for the refight. Nade forward, but a smoke is going up. EG can't get Derrek out of dodge, but that's still an advantageous trade.
On the B site though, both Sentinels keeping an eye out for each other. He knows that one more step forward and that turret's going to be hitting him, so he takes his time until Havoc gets a little close. Wait, no, it doesn't.
Remember that turret nerf. Can't quite see 180. He has to be checked on manually instead, and now the cavalry is arriving, and Heat doesn't want to stick around in the same spot too much longer. Spray through does good damage, but he's stunned up, caught out, and Ye's ready on the swing. More damage onto Heat. Icy has killed another around him. And suddenly, this man is standing alone. He'll deliver, though. There was more players wounded from EG. All of them, in fact. Below half health, he can do a hell of a lot. Nature trying to whittle away at mwzera. As Ye slowly creeps up. Furia needs this round, and Ye, he wants to rip it away. So it's all up to Heat. A new rule. The right timing to do so.
Ooh, this is a weird round, though, because Heat is still in drop. He could go for a late flank, or they could just, pull players here because they went showed all the way up into tower. See, the timing is just crazy into sand. EG are trying to double swing this. They really are anticipating Heat's presence here.
At this point, they know he'll fall away, but that's such a big kill from raafa.
Crazy! Icy was pushed down into main, finds the first kill, needs to deal with raafa, who's boosted up on his own wall. Players absolutely not where they should be.
Icy looking to be the hero again. 4v4, the Sage isolated.
And it's a slow creep on the zip line from Heat to come and flank wrap around on Icy.
But Icy's not slowing down. He'll heat up and get the kill onto raafa.
Here's Heat.
Worried about that flank. Icy throws in the nade, but he's past Heat. The mark missed, and Heat's dead. Khalil now the last man to try and salvage this, and Nature, he's not getting off. It doesn't matter. Maybe that's where these Furia players shine.
I mean, Khalil certainly. What Furia can do off of this is now accelerate into the A site. Molly's out to slow them down, but it's really Furia attacking into sand so they can get the Sage wall down and then pinch into the site.
Rolling Thunder, back towards Sands, a counter roll. Coming in from Furia, but BG's just getting every kill. Icy will eventually break his way out of jail, and he tries to find a duel. Maybe a little too bold. Khalil's alone.
Furia, kickoff on the line for them here.
Icy has another raise rocket. He wants to end this. That's a good shot. In comes the ultimate, and somehow everyone escapes.
Stun just barely late from Nature. They're still hunting.
Here comes that raise rocket. A Brimble. They're using everything this round. EG demolishing Furia. As the rocket misses, EG gets the kills.